Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. What's going on, Foxy?
Hey, good morning, everybody.
I like your braids, girl.
Girl, thank you. Thank
That's
you.
cute. That's cute when you get that done.
A Wednesday, when I have my days off, I try to do everything on a Wednesday. That's my normal day off. And today,
Okay. Wait. When I went outside last night, I saw you and your husband leaving. Where y'all go? I was like, where they going? It's getting late.
yeah, we had a sneaky date.
Mm. If y'all don't know, this is my homie right here. We actually live across the street from each other. So yes, I be all up in her business. And when something is happening on the street, Foxy will be like, girl, look out your window. All right. I would like to thank everybody for being here with us today. Yay. We love it when people tune in to us. We always want to acknowledge the chat. I want to shout out to my big sister, Saki, who is, I be watching people. I take a little from here. I take a little from there. The chat is where it's at, girl. The chat is where it's at. So before we got started, I put a little message in just to thank everybody for joining us. Please make sure you subscribe, like, and share. That is the greatest support that you could give to my little channel. We have surpassed 100. I looked at my one of my posts or something from like November of last year. I think I have 15 subscribers. Girl, I am just feeling myself. Like I might not be growing, fast, but girl, it's happening. You guys, please subscribe. I put this up here because look, y'all see this end part right here where it says organized chaos. Once you get past 100, you get to change your channel name from all them letters and numbers. Girl, that's my channel right there. Y'all subscribe to my girl that's on the screen with me, Foxy and Family. We got to get her to 100 so she can change her name too. I'm going to have to go over to her house to show her what to do.
No, I know what to do because I've been taking tutorials.
I
Thank
was
you.
about to say, have you been backstage at all, Foxy?
I don't
Do
know
you
what a
look at your
backstage.
analytics or anything?
Yes, I have been looking at my analytics and all that jazz, and I know how many people look and all that. So yes, and I've been taking tutorials. So excuse you.
Okay, girl. Foxy be over there doing her things then. Also, mad shout out to my other big sis in this virtual space, Saki Speaks. You guys, please subscribe to I Am Dr. Saki.
Yes.
Hey, Saki. Yes, Saki is my ma. So is Foxy. You guys, please make sure you like, thumbs up, and thank you for tuning in. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, boo. Hey. Pillow Talk with Babe. Pillow Talk with Babe just subbed to me and I subbed to her. I watched one video so far. I'm gonna watch some more though, Babe. First, I was calling her Pillow Talk when I was like, girl, I'm about to watch your video, Pillow Talk. And then I listened to her and everybody was like, Babe. I was like, oh, it's Babe. Okay, girl, you slow. I'm a little slow sometimes. Hey, Babe, thank you for catching the live. I appreciate it. Foxy is giving love and shouting out everybody. Hey, Dana. What's going on? Happy Sunday. What's up, BJ Diaz? Hey, Evo. Hey, girl. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Foxy is giving love. And even when Saki are bestie boos. Hey. Yes, all the love, all of the love. Evil is giving love. BJ. Yes, love that quote from Tina Turner. Such a beautiful soul. Yes. Everybody is still shouting out. I think I got to everybody unless there's some down here. Y'all be having y'all own side conversations before we ever get to the chat. Yesterday, Saki was about an hour behind in the chat. When I told her I had pushed the live out, she had ended it and came back like, hey, we still here.
Thank you, BJ.
A sneaky date. Listen, Saki, I had to go warm up the car. And it was about an hour after the live ended. And she was across the street. They was already in the car. I thought it was him. So I had just waved and got in the car. And when I saw y'all pull out, I saw your shadow in the passenger seat. I was like, where they going? I was just being nosy.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys, if you would like to support your girl monetarily, just hit her up on Organized Chaos on that Cash app. All right. Um, Thank you for subbing, BJ, to
Thank
Foxy.
you. I'll follow
Uh,
back.
Said, don't be playing her short. She's been keeping up with her analytics, honey. Right.
Thank
She's
you,
up
Sister
on all of the
Saki.
info that she needs to know. Saki, no, she don't be. Don't listen to her right now. She trying to show out for y'all because she had asked me, so she had sent me a text message. Like, this is the only person I can have a YouTube conversation with. Everybody else in my life thinks that I'm crazy. They don't understand YouTube. They're like, why would you like what? Like, why do you be on YouTube? I'm like, because that's the place to be. So Foxy is literally like my only friend who I can have a serious YouTube conversation with about anything in the world, like anything. She's starting to subscribe to people I subscribe to. She'd be like, I have to fill her in because she don't really know all of the background on some of the stuff. And I don't either sometimes. So we both be lost in the sauce a lot of the times. But yes, what if Foxy asked me something? I was like, girl, you gotta go into you gotta go into the backstage area of your channel. She was like, oh. So that's the day she probably went back there when I put her up on game.
Yep.
All right. Yes. Thank you for subbing.
Thank you, BJ.
Right. She is right. She's trying to show out evil. That's all right, you guys. So yesterday, so I hit Foxy up yesterday, like, you trying to go live tomorrow. Foxy, are you off tomorrow? Because it's
What's
MLK
tomorrow?
Day. MLK Day.
Oh no, I'm at work. No, I'm not off.
Okay, I get to be off tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do tomorrow because every chance I get, I try to go live. Um, but I asked her yesterday, like, you trying to go live? I forgot what I was even trying to talk about. And she was like, beauty inside and out. And my stuff was all the way on some other stuff. And then a part of me wanted to talk about, this Tasha K. Cardi B stuff is just, girl. I knew it was bad. I didn't know how bad it was. It is terrible. So I wanted to wrap that up. And then when she said beauty, I just started thinking about, not necessarily external beauty, because in the real world, everybody is beautiful to somebody, right? Like, we have that saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yes.
So we are going to focus this conversation, we hope today, and hopefully it doesn't go. What you doing over there, Foxy? What are you doing over there, Foxy? You're making noises.
I didn't do anything. I just moved some paper. Oh my God. I was getting my notes.
Do you still hear that clicking you was hearing earlier?
No,
Or did it go away?
I don't know. It's some click. I don't know. It's not clicking. I don't know. I'm good.
Foxy she's taking my place as a struggle streamer, y'all. At least your bandwidth don't be acting up on you. That was my struggle stream issue. Okay, so look. So everybody that we are going to discuss today is beautiful. We're going to preface everything that we're saying with externally. Everybody is beautiful physically because somebody is beautiful to everybody. We want to talk about the difference between internal and external beauty and how things that you do and create for yourself and your life, can that change your external beauty? And maybe if you have an ugly inside, maybe that will be reflected on your outside, or does it matter? So those are just some of the questions. One of the quotes that we had up in our intro had these two words. I think it was it Kerry Washington's quote. She said, messy and imperfect. Everybody is messy, y'all. When somebody tries to act like they're above any mess, they're lying. We're all messy human beings. We are all very imperfect human beings, right? But you have to be centered and grounded in something. If your whole life is centered and grounded in mess, what does that, you know what I'm saying? Not just a little bit here and there, not a little salt and pepper, but your whole bucket is just mess. How does that reflect on your life? So let me share the screen so we can get this party started. And I didn't do a full agenda for y'all, but I can tell y'all what, because I got like 1,000 tabs open up here. And I left the news articles open because, I got to test this out to make sure I am no longer a struggle streamer who can actually share news articles from the actual news source, because putting that stuff into a PowerPoint is time consuming. Girl. All right. Let me see what Saki said it was the look on Foxy's. Right. Child, listen. I know Foxy. I know her. All right, so this was our thumbnail. We only have 4 of the ladies we are going to discuss here today because, of course, I added a few more. I think we're going to talk about 6 women today, 6 women specifically. And anybody that's in the chat, if y'all want to talk about somebody else or something comes to mind, we just ask that you keep it respectful in the chat. We are not here to bash any woman, no matter what their race is, nationality, color, creed, none of that. We are not into woman bashing. We are Black women. And some of us are Black women made up with a whole bunch of other stuff. Right. So this is literally just about being beautiful inside and out. All right, so we are going to first look at an article from Apex University blog. It is about inner versus outer beauty. So this is going to help us frame our discussion today. So this is inner beauty is more important than outer beauty. That is the title of this article. There are certain spaces and places in society, as well as media, as well as YouTube, especially IG, OnlyFans, that will have you believe that outer beauty is actually more important than inner beauty. Right. So let's talk about it. So this article is September the 3rd, 2020. Inner beauty is more important than outer beauty. The world is crippled with an unprecedented situation. The effects are clearly visible in all spheres of life, but we can take this as an opportunity to look into our inner self and increase our moral strength. Beauty is one of those words which are really deep in meaning. The difference between inner and outer beauty is the topic where we can start our study. So that's where we're starting our discussion today. Inner beauty is more important than outer beauty. Spread positivity in these tough times. I am hoping that my platform, I know Foxy does a really, really good job of being super duper positive on her platform, that we create spaces that are positive, that feel at least safe. Will you always 100% agree with what happens on my Organized Chaos channel? Absolutely not. That would be crazy for me to think that you would. However, hopefully, if you are here and tuned in, you find something of value in the person that I am and the content that I am preparing for you guys. Right. And all of it is not always going to look good or feel good. That's not my place to make you comfortable on my channel. I do more of informing and just talking about what's happening. And Foxy just does really good with just positive quotes and just, you are like the most inspirational person I know. Yeah. I be needing that in my life, girl, because I can be a little negative. I ain't gonna even lie. No, I be looking at the world through some glasses that are not rose colored. I be like, I don't trust nobody. Nope. So inner beauty refers to the personality of a person, including his or her mind and character, whereas outer beauty simply refers to the looks of a person. And remember, we don't necessarily get to pick what we look like on the outside, right? Unless you got a good plastic surgeon and they can, hook you up here and there and everywhere, but then you might not even look like a real person anymore. Yes. It can easily be faked and changed through makeup, dressing, surgery, etc., which is basically what I just said. But it takes a whole lot of effort and a true heart to maintain your inner beauty in this modern age. Lord, yes. Beauty is not about what brand of clothes you wear. It's about you. That's a typo, girl. It's about how you carry them. Beauty isn't about the matching earrings or expensive bracelets. It is always about carrying the smile and a whole lot of confidence on your face. Foxy, you are absolutely beautiful. Outer beauty makes a person insecure and uncertain, but inner beauty makes a person strong and makes him feel invincible. Beauty is about simplicity, elegance, and grace. We need to be comfortable in our own skin. That part, I think people who are not beautiful on the inside are comfortable in their own skin. I don't know.
They're not.
They're not. You don't think so?
No, because most people, it's how can I put it? And like it always be like that. So I just say about me, when you growing up, and I'm that darker tone skin person. So before, when most of my friends and good friends are lighter than me, but when you look at that, they always looked at them like, oh, they're so beautiful, so beautiful. But then when they looked at me, they was like, oh, you look all right. But then when my inner personality came out, they was like, oh my God, you're the most beautiful person we ever seen. So that inner beauty can outshine that outer, that ugliness that people may think they have. But you just gotta feel, like you said, comfortable in your own skin. Because to me, I think I'm beautiful. I wake up every morning and say, hey, beauty, what's going on, beautiful girl? What's your day gonna be like today? And that's me. That's how I feel. So
Okay.
yep.
Number 4, outer beauty is transient. It fades with time. Child, listen.
Yes.
These little things right here, these little bags coming in, girl. And I refuse to do anything about it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And so does the looks, but your soul, knowledge, and heart, child. I love that. Your soul, your knowledge, and your heart is something that will stay. Today, our biggest myth is that of we are not good looking or don't wear fashionable clothes, then we are up to no good. But in my opinion, it is our skill and talent that makes you at par with others. As a true example, yeah, we're not talking about as a true example, we have our film industry, which is now supporting many actors which are not good looking. I don't like that they're not good looking. They are good looking, but have great acting skills. They should be true inspiration for all of us. Always remember your eyes. Smile and knowledge can be your biggest strengths. Why try to be an attractive oyster when you can be the precious pearl inside of it? Oh, that's cute. To conclude, I would like to request all of my. Okay, so we're not gonna read the rest of that. All right, let me look at the chat before we go to the next slide. Bikini, I saw you. Girl, I was it's Sunday. I didn't work out, but I saw you this morning when you premiered your video. Hey, Bikini, if y'all are not following my girl Bikini, y'all should be. Listen, Bikini is on. You're on day like 130 something of 180 something. I'm like, girl, you more than halfway there.
Mhm.
Goals. Bikini is goals.
I know.
Yes, you guys, please subscribe to Bikini Body Challenge. Why so dark in your studio? Girl, because listen, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you why. So I had these LED lights, right? Y'all, okay, look. I had these LED lights and I had this really cute USB charger because a lot of my stuff is like $9.99, $19.99, $29.99. I don't have $1,099 equipment. I got the bare basics. So I had these really cool LED lights that will light up the space. And I had a ring light on my other side where I teach at. And the USB porter that I had, it must have started burning out. And as it burnt out, it killed my LED lights, just killed them dead. So now I had to take the little basic ring light that I had moved over there and I put it here. And I got another light over here. But yeah, I got to get new lights. At the end of the day,
Don't
I
be
need new
late.
lights. The old lights died. And I just, since I had already upgraded all of this, that's going to have to wait, child. Because listen, I'm on a budget. I am
Move
a
the
mother.
shade.
I am a mother with 2 children. I am on a budget. So I gotta pay off some of this new equipment I just got before I can get me some new LEDs. Unless y'all want to send a girl a cash app and contribute to the new LED light funds.
Girl, if you don't move that shade from behind you, that's when your light is coming through
Girl,
that.
y'all not about to see my unorganized space back there. No, ma'am. No. Y'all will talk about me. Everybody gonna be all up in their screen on their phone trying to zoom in on my life. This is enough. Y'all see enough. Y'all get to see me. You see my no, absolutely not. Y'all can't see all of that back there. It's a whole lot going on. Boxing family, that is so true. Inner beauty always outshines outer beauty. I have friends that aren't traditionally beautiful, but their inner beauty outshines it all, and they are gorgeous to me. Absolutely, Saki.
Yes.
You are beautiful, Foxy. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Girl, child, Foxy ain't worried about what nobody say.
Nope.
Yes, I saw you were solo in the chat. Thank you. Foxy and family, I definitely understand that. I have experienced that with my lighter complexion friends. My personality is always a winner. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to learn to love all of you.
Mhm.
Absolutely, BJ Diaz.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, we are going to move on. So there are 6 people that we are going to look at, and then we are going to their Wikipedia. We're going to use Wikipedia as our source because Wikipedia usually will pick up on the rich and famous and sometimes the infamous, but
Hmm.
we'll see. So one of the people that I thought about today when I was putting this together was Corinne Steffens. I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you're younger, you might not know who Corinne is. I remember Corinne. I
Yes.
didn't know her real name for a long time. So, child,
Oh, you didn't know her, just a superhead, right?
child. Back in the day, this was Superhead. That was literally her name. So let's go to Wikipedia. So we already said everybody we are talking about today externally is beautiful. Now we want to look at who they are as a person and does what they do on the outside in the universe does does that manifest into them really being a beautiful person on the inside. So Corinne was born in 78. She's a little younger than me.
Hmm.
She's been a model. She had a relationship with Cool G, the rapper. She was a video model at the age of 21. She was in Jay Z's video, Hey Poppy, in 2000. She's been in videos with LL Cool J, R. Kelly, Mystical. She's been on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And in 2004, she was in a movie. She modeled for Smooth Magazine. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that picture there. Okay. Okay, Korea. She was also on the cover of King. Okay, girl. Hey. Hey, girl. In 2003, oh, we did that. An author. So she's also an author. So she's a model, she's an actress, and she's an author. Corinne, she has 3 books. Confessions of a Video Vixen. Ooh. That was a New York Times bestseller. She also has the Vixen Manual: How to Find, Seduce, and Keep a Man You Want. And I can't think about anything recently that I've heard her name in.
No, because she's trying to clean. She's been trying to clean up herself, and she don't want to talk about those books in her video vixen days anymore. She's trying to be a roundabout person and a mother and all that kind of stuff right now.
So
So
so Foxy, tell me your thoughts about how that translates. If something would have happened to her in the prime of her video vixen life, would she have had a certain label, or does she still have time to transition into something different to give her inside that same beautiful look that hopefully her outside would
well,
manifest as well?
what I've been understanding, just looking at some of the interviews and stuff that she's been on, um, not really recently, but she don't like to talk about the video vixen days there because back then she was a straight up video, and if she wasn't just a video vixen, she had a lot of different relationships with people, and those books that she wrote about, that's what made her famous, because of that. And people didn't care about who she was on the outside because she was a beautiful girl. She's a very beautiful girl, but she used her beauty in a way that she knew to get ahead, and that's what she did. Got in all those videos. She was the one out there when people didn't want to do certain stuff to walk around with the pasties on. Oh, I'll do it. That was her. So that's how she got known. Then she got trapped in that trap with these rappers, these actors, because that's who she was. And now she's trying to clean all that up, and we're gonna just see how that works for her. I mean, I wish her well, because she started looking at herself like, I am beautiful on the outside, so I don't have to be so messy and this ugly. Because a person like that, to me, I felt like she just didn't love herself. She didn't love herself on the inside. Now she's trying to manifest that and grow. And I don't know how it's gonna help her because I don't think people keep the first thing they say to her is like, "Hey, superhead." They don't call her
Look,
Corinne.
That's the name. Saki has said it. That's the comment that I got on the screen now. Child, her name didn't matter to a lot of people. They were
Mhm.
stuck on her stage name.
Yep.
And that is what mattered most to people. It is. Like, that's all I remember. Um, I agree with you, Foxy. I think what's nice about aging and getting older is you are allowed the space to grow. When
Mhm.
people try to hold you hostage to your younger version of yourself and they
Yep.
don't give you that space to say, yes, all of that made me who I am today, but I'm not her anymore. That young lady that I was informed me. She helped me grow. She
Right.
helped me get to a certain space, but that is not where I reside anymore. And when people don't give you that grace, I do think that that is very unfair to try to hold people hostage to their past. Um, Another comment from Saki says, I love her. The fact that she shared her past unabashedly
Yep.
spoke volumes to me. People try to shame her and they shouldn't. We all have a past, but she's still beautiful. Her psyche was damaged. I
Yep.
absolutely agree, Saki.
Yes.
She's undergone therapy and now she's focused on being a better human being, a
Yep.
better woman in all facets of her existence. Her insides were just damaged. She wasn't mean to anyone like King. Girl, I should have put
Oh,
that girl up here too.
yes.
I
Ooh.
didn't even think about her. Saki, I should have
Ooh.
been in your DM this morning. Like, girl, give me some names.
Ooh.
I didn't even think about Kenya. That's my homegirl from the D.
Girl.
Girl,
Ooh.
that's a whole nother story. But we're
Mhm.
gonna get to some other, we're gonna get to some other people, Saki. So I want to see your opinion about these other people too. All right. So Corinne was our first one. Our next one is Amber Rose. Amber Rose, right? Let's go. Amber Rose does have a Wikipedia page. Amber Rose was born in 1983. Child, I was almost out of middle school. Um, 1983, born in Philly. She has had a modeling career. She appeared in Young Jeezy and Kanye West video, and we know she dated Kanye West. So these girls have in common that they like being in videos. She posed for a Louis Vuitton print advertisement featuring Kanye West sneakers. Child, I still don't understand the lure of these shoes. Girl. She's walked on the runway in New York Fashion Week for Celestino. She's been in Nicki Minaj's video, Massive Attack, Young Jeezy's video, Vacation, Wiz's video, No Sleep. She was married to Wiz, right? Yeah, they have a son together. She was in Fabulous's video, You Be Killing Them, Ludacris's video, What Them Girls Like, Future's video, Mask Off. And she's been a part of the Ford agency. In 2010, she appeared in Russell Simmons' reality show, Running Russell Simmons. She also starred in a PSA by NOH, No Hate. That's No Hate. I'm a little slow. In 2011, she was a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. So she's been in the business. She's got
Mhm.
a lot of exposure to the business.
Right.
She tried to pursue music. She debuted a single, Fame. She was rapped. I don't know none of this stuff. She has business endeavors. She was on Dancing with the Stars. She dated Kanye. She married Wiz. They had a son. They divorced. And she's currently with this other man. Oh, she dated 21 Savage? I didn't know that. Or I don't pay attention enough. And then this is the part right here. So October 2015, she has this business organization called Slut Walk. Rose led the Los Angeles-based Slut Walk to honor all women who had been judged and demeaned for their sexual behavior. As part of the event, Rose spoke publicly about the instances of shaming she has experienced, specifically mentioning an incident at the age of 14 when a male classmate pulled his genitals out while in a closet with her playing the kissing game, 7 Minutes in Heaven. Rose related that he tricked her into kneeling down in front of him and threw open the closet door for all of their friends to see. Oh, now that's traumatic. Suggesting OS had taken place. Rose grew visibly agitated while speaking about the bullying. So Amber is how old? 83? Girl,
No, 38. 38.
she's 38 years old. She's almost 40. Amber is at an age where she is able to be reflective. Um, I don't know that she always is. I don't know if you know about what's happening with her now. She has this new boyfriend. They have a child together, and he's been out, like, I don't know if it's on the radio or in the manosphere, but he gets live with a microphone in front of his face, and he kind of tells how he really feels. And he spoke about how often he cheats on her, and they broke up, but then they got back together. And I feel bad for her. A part of me really does feel bad for her. Like, I'm not even talking about the inner beauty. I understand, not, I don't understand. I know that she's had trauma in her life. She operates from her traumatic place. The slut walk could very well be a very positive event for honoring women who have been judged and demeaned. I just question the naming of it, if you want to honor these women, and then how she responds when her feelings get hurt. Because
Yeah.
it seems like I've seen new media of her exposing herself still. And it's not that she shouldn't expose herself, but it seems like she wants people to stop talking about her negatively, but she keeps doing things to garner that negative attention. What do you think about that, Foxy?
She just don't know how to um not just to throw out that positivity. She just don't know how to do it yet. She just needs somebody in her corner to say, "Hey, girl, hey, this is how you do it. This if you got a good platform, but we need to focus on it doing it this way." She just needs some positive people in her life to show her the right way to do it, and she'll come on top. I mean, she's very talented. She seems like she pretty smart, but she just needs somebody in her corner that's gonna help her move forward with what she's trying to portray. Because she know how to use her beauty. Now she needs to learn how to use her mind. See what I'm saying? So she got it, but she just needs somebody in her corner.
And maybe that's what it is. She doesn't have the guidance, or she doesn't have like the big sisters or the aunties to kind of help guide her and give her some sound advice about how to move forward and transition from what she was into what she's trying to do or be.
Yeah, I mean, and if she's still chasing fame, she's got to learn how to chase it a different way so she can still be relevant and do what she need to do, and then she can't have toxic people in her life like the dude she with right now. Is he chasing fame on her coattail? That's probably what it is.
Yeah, because this guy that she's with now, he's not like, she's been with so many famous people and he's not very famous. So yeah, I don't know. Let's look at the comments. All right, Saki says, well, it's usually male identified black women and black males that do that to other women. Some folks try to shame you for your past while forgetting that they have a past as well. I absolutely agree. Yep.
Mhm.
I like Amber Rose as well. I like everybody we're about to talk about
Right.
today.
We
I
all
like all of them.
love him. Yep.
I like, first of all, I actually like, well, one of them I'm not gonna say I like. If Saki, if you like this one, you got to tell me why. One of them I'm not gonna claim that I like this one right here. We're gonna get to her. I don't know how I feel yet. I like Amber Rose as well too. She was damaged as well, and she really messed up her relationship with Wiz. I agree. I
Yes.
felt like Wiz was her soulmate.
Wiz was her.
They,
Wiz was gonna move.
yes,
He needs to go. He was that one. He's a
yes,
smart cat.
yes. She was chasing fame because something inside her led her to believe she need. I agree. Now that
Yep.
her and Wiz were like, they were just like, they vibed for me. I loved them together. Like,
Yep.
they just, I was like, they get each other.
They smooth as butter.
Yeah. Saki, so very true. We all have a past. Everybody has a past.
Yes.
Everybody. Love her slut walk initiative. I support that. She's being impacted by her retribution train. Her current dude is now chasing fame in the same manner that so what happened to her when she was with Wiz is what she did to Wiz is basically this is the karma train catching up to her with this dude that she's with. I
Right.
can see that. I can see that. That makes perfect sense in my head. And she still, I think though, because of everything that's happened in her life, I'm like, if I come over here, maybe the light will catch me. Girl, I need new lights. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. Um, I think that with everything that's happened in her life, instead of her letting go of this guy, she's going to say, I can fix it. I can fix him. She doesn't want to take another loss. And
Right.
with everything in me, I wish she would just take the loss and take what she's learned and just apply it to the next relationship because
Right.
he ain't it.
She
He
can be
ain't
great
it.
by herself. She's great by herself.
But I don't think the
She
way
don't know
she's
it
able
so.
to move from relationship to relationship, it seems to me, I
She
don't
don't
know
know it.
her. It just seems to me like she needs to be in a relationship. Maybe a relationship validates her as a woman, but it just seems like she goes from relationship to relationship. I wish she just had somebody to tell her to leave him alone, cut your loss, and just work on you. Just work on defining who you are as a woman. Saki is agreeing. She's just settling. Yes. Yes. She doesn't want to be wrong about. Yeah. And girl, let me tell you, I'm not even gonna tell y'all how many dudes I've been wrong about. Girl, girl, take that L. Like it's okay to be wrong. Wiz told her that she never finds someone that will love her like he did. And I believe that's true. I do too. Yeah, I do too. He loved her and believe that's true. He loved her.
Unconditional.
I
Unconditional.
believe he still loves her. I really do. I like they have that kind of love that they still love each other. He just ain't dealing with her. She hurt him. She damaged him. Yep. All right, let's go on to our next woman. All right, Miss Brittany Renner is in the prime of her life. I am here for Brittany. I love Brittany. I don't necessarily love the things that Brittany does. So now let me tell y'all, I probably gonna have to refresh this. Brittany does not qualify for an actual Wikipedia page. She doesn't have one.
Nope. I looked up. She didn't.
Girl, and now this page that I had up here with the news article don't want to refresh. Let's see. Oh, there it is. All right. So this is the only kind of news article summary I could find on Brittany Renner. I'm sure, I don't know. I know who Brittany Renner is because baby, the manosphere eats this baby up every chance they get. And she be here for it. Like her chase of fame is real. Like we're living her chasing her famousness. So, Brittany Renner is a social media influencer. She's ranked an impressive following of over 4.6 million fans on Instagram with her unapologetic videos and unwavering confidence, with a bio that reads, "Oh, to be a mad, mouthy, majestic woman in a world full of frauds and followers." You can already begin to imagine the type of content you could expect to see on Renner's page, especially if you aren't quite familiar with the model's social media presence. From the super sexy photo shoots to her painfully honest commentary on topics like sex, love, and relationships. Renner, who goes by Bundle of Brittany on Instagram, is an open book. The 29-year-old has never been shy about discussing some of the private details of her very own life, including her high-profile relationship with Charlotte Hornets star PJ Washington. Not familiar? Let's learn about her. So she was a soccer star and she became a fitness guru. She did an interview with DJ Vlad last year. I'm not going to read all these details. During her candid sit down, she admitted that while her father was around briefly during her childhood, she didn't quite connect with him until 2015. Her father struggled with alcoholism. She still has some unresolved trauma from the absence of both her parents. Soccer played a vital role in providing structure for her. She quickly streamlined her success on the field to social media. Around that time, she began dating New Yorkers Lions then rookie Cassie Theriault. I have no idea who any soccer football players are. Um, a hefty hip hop track record. So a lot of that background that we read about Corinne and Amber, um, Brittany has a lot of that same. She doesn't have a lot of the modeling, but she does have the relationships with the she likes the sports guys. And she's also written a book. It's called Judge This Cover. They're not gonna let me just click on it. I'm not gonna click on it. It's on the cover of the book. She doesn't have clothes on, but you can't see anything, and she's holding an apple in between her butt cheeks. Yeah. And it's don't judge, I mean, judge this cover. And in that book, she did a lot of what Corinne did, and she kind of talks about her relationships that she's had with either superstars or sports guys. And then, so this is Brittany. Her complicated relationship with PJ Washington. I'm going to try to summarize it as best as I can because I don't want to just read everything. She got into a relationship with a younger guy. She found him in college. She followed him as he signed on with the Hornets or something. Girl, I don't know. Anyway, she dated him. She got pregnant by him. In her book, she talked about how basketball players don't like to wrap up. And if you want to get pregnant and grab a bag, the best way to do it is off of a basketball player. So she had already written about who she was. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel sorry for PJ Washington.
Nope.
She told you exactly who she
He
was.
knew. He knew.
Yeah.
He
And then
knew.
she got with him. And the backlash that she got behind it, I thought was a little bit unfair because, again, she told you who she was. You didn't have to get with her, and you did anyway.
Yep.
My only thing with Brittany is she likes the backlash, in my opinion. I think she doesn't really care how people talk about her, just that they do. So
Yep.
go ahead, Foxy. Tell me what are your thoughts about Brittany, and then I'll get into the chat.
Where she just relevant, but you're right. But she put her life out there on Instagram. She's an Instagram model, and they knew exactly who she was because she's pretty. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have her on my arms. Some people are like, yeah, but they knew exactly who they was getting into, and she was not unapologetically. She was like, whatever. I told you who I am. So hey, it is what it is. You get your just due. I'm gonna get mine because this is what I'm here for. That's this all about me right now. So no.
Saki said she did what she did to that young dude, but I'm not mad at her because he was warned. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And he stayed with her despite those warnings. You can't be mad at her for getting in where she listen. That's all I'm saying. When they be going in on her, I just be like, but y'all knew she didn't act like she was something that she wasn't. She
Yeah.
never acted anything other than who she is. And at this age that she's at, this is who she is. Why y'all mad at her?
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
I just find it odd that she would try to get relationship. Listen, child.
That is the funny part right there. We're like, really?
Anybody that listen to this child about relationship advice, girl, y'all need to unplug. It's not
Mm-mm.
listen, read
No.
her book. Don't take no relationship advice from this young lady. It's just she not there yet. She not ready. She not there. She's still in the midst of it all. She's still living. We all will live with our trauma for the rest of our lives, but she hasn't even unpacked all of her trauma in order to be able to comfortably live in it and move on. She's still acting out against her trauma. Because yeah, no. At any rate, if you want to know how to get a baller and get a lifetime check, that's period. That's all the advice she can give you. All you gotta do is read her book. She told you get you a younger basketball player, and he's not gonna wrap himself up, and then you can get a baby, and then you can get a check. And then she showed you. She put what she wrote in her book into action. I am not mad. I'm not mad at her. But now let me ask you this question, Foxy. Is Brittany beautiful on the inside? Today, not growing into beautiful. Today, would you consider Brittany to be beautiful on the inside?
No, because she's still doing the same thing she's doing. So she's it's all about her, what I can get out of life and me. I don't think that's a beautiful person inside. She don't care about nobody else's feelings. Long as she stay relevant, that's what's important to her. So I don't think she is. I don't think she is.
She
That's just my
understands
opinion.
She understands that all press is good press because there's always someone that can relate to her.
Hmm.
Always.
Yep.
Even if not on the same scale, they may date the local dope boy or something like that. Absolutely. There will
Yep.
always be somebody that can feel what she's going through and that will totally be
Yep.
on her side.
Hmm.
I'm going to ask myself the same question that I asked you because I don't want you to feel like I just got you out there on the ledge.
Oh no,
Is
it's
Brittany
fine.
Renner, is she beautiful on the inside? In my opinion, today she's not. Today she's chasing fame, and she's chasing it in a way that if she were to leave the earth today, she would not leave with a beautiful inside. Can she, does she have the ability to grow into that beautifulness that very likely is inside of her? Absolutely. And I pray for young ladies and the young ladies that have been traumatized and are trying to unpack their trauma public in the public view. Well, we aren't required to care about anyone else's feelings. That's just what we've been taught. But it's not a requirement to be a good human. However, she's growing, but she's not girl. She ain't girl. She ain't nowhere near there. She put a picture up. Was it on? I don't follow her. I just see some of the stuff that people talk about. She had bruised knees. And she took a picture of her bruised knees and basically implied she got the bruised knees from doing a sexual act, right? Like, she definitely is not quite there yet at all. Because she still is enjoying that type of conversation about her. All right, Foxy, you ready for the next one?
Oh geez.
Wendy Williams. All right, now this can be very controversial
Yeah.
because Wendy is that girl. Wendy grew from like, is it like the Joan Rivers Inquirer era of our life? I feel like it is. Who else was out when Wendy was coming up? I watched her Lifetime movie, but I don't remember anybody else being there. I remember Joan Rivers. I remember the Inquirer magazine and all of the publications coming out around that time. One more comment from Saki. She's self-aware and she knows that there's a market for that. And at this point, we have to allow her to make the mistakes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we agree with that. Yeah, we agree with her making mistakes because you learn from your mistakes. I just hope that she learns from her mistakes.
All right. Now, Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is beloved. A lot of people tune into the Wendy Williams show. She hasn't been on there. I'm not going to go into her early life. A lot of us have watched the Lifetime movie, and Wendy is a woman of a certain age. So we don't really need to give a lot of background because most people will absolutely know who Wendy Williams is. And for a lot of people, she's goals. A lot of people who are on YouTube have used Wendy as like a foundation of who they want to be as a person that talks about current events. Let's say that. But Wendy, I'm trying to see controversies and feuds. So Williams has repeatedly feuded with celebrities and faced criticism for her comments. She has been mailed bullets and dead fish. Media outlets have described her 2003 interview with Whitney Houston as her most infamous. After she asked Houston about her marriage and breast implants, they began a shouting match, and Houston said she would have fought Williams if she were younger. I remember that interview, and
Mhm.
they would have, child. Whitney did good holding back. In the later interview with Williams, Houston's confidant Robin Crawford said they planned to confront her years earlier after she talked about Houston on air. Wu-Tang Clan performer Method Man had a personal and publicized conflict with Williams in 2006 after she revealed details of his wife's cancer diagnosis. Williams referred to Nicki Minaj's husband as a K word and an SO. The rapper responded by bringing up allegations of infidelity by Williams' own husband. Williams was accused of victim blaming singer Kesha in 2016. So we know that Wendy built her career of being like the first to talk about the gossip in the streets. As she's aged, I don't see very many people that consider themselves to be her friend in real life. I don't know a lot about Wendy. I stopped watching her show years ago. Do you know if she has any real life friends, Foxy, that you can think of?
Not that I can think of. I think a lot of people was on her coattail for when what they needed, just like her husband did. I mean, he wasn't relevant until she was out there. So she may have one good friend, but I don't know. I don't see anybody really coming to her rescue like in these last year, like with all the struggles that she's been going through. Like, who's really been there for her? And the people say they're there for her, but I don't even know who her true friends are. Like, she talked to, like, at one point I thought Nene Leaks was one of her good friends because they
They
had
were, and then she told Nene's business.
right. So I think that's where she messed. I mean, you take a person that's supposed to be your good friend, and you tell something deep and dark, because the stuff she told about Nene was stuff that didn't nobody know. Even when she was on the show, they didn't know that. Well, Wendy knew because they talked and hung out. So I don't know. You know,
So we know that she's personally been going through a lot. Her
mhm,
ex-husband got somebody pregnant
yeah,
and they got divorced. I think she would have stayed married to him if she wouldn't have had that baby.
right. I think so too.
Yeah.
She is something about him that she needed him. But yeah, if he hadn't stepped out on her and had that baby, they would still be together.
Do you think Wendy would have been Wendy without him?
Before he came into her life, she was coming into her own. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because he was just in the back corners, like in the background, managing her career and stuff like that.
It seems
So
like he was her muscle guy more than the manager of her career. Like it doesn't
yeah,
just for me personally and what I've seen, it just seems like he allowed her the space to be Wendy
yeah,
unabashedly and he protected her.
he did. He protected her on a lot of things, but then I don't know what was going on like in their marriage. And then the son ended up having issues, and so that with the same issues that she had. So it's I don't know. It's just strange. I just feel like she just needed that strong person in her family. She had her parents, she had her sisters, but I don't know how close she was with her siblings. So
And I think something happened to her when her mother passed away too. Like that hurt her. Um So yeah, so now I got to ask you this question. So now we know that she hasn't been back to her show. She has a lot of health problems that she's been dealing with, and it seems like the only people that she's surrounded by now are the people that she pays. So I got to ask you the question:
mm,
is Wendy beautiful on the inside, Foxy? In your opinion?
I think she is beautiful on the inside. I think she people think she's real messy. I love her messiness because that was just her job, reporting just like anybody else. But was it because she was a black woman that blew up like that? Was she's the opposite of Oprah? That's what she was. She was totally opposite of who Oprah was. And I think she is on the inside. I think that she's real sensitive. And that's a part of her that we don't see. But I think she's very vulnerable. So I don't know.
All right. In my opinion, Wendy is not beautiful on the inside. And Wendy is old enough to be beautiful on the inside. With everything that she's been through in her life, all of that stuff, she should be one of the most beautiful beings at her age. How old is she?
Um,
She was born in 64.
we
Girl,
we the same age.
girl. And you ain't out here being messy still. And you got friends in real life. She is at an age where yes, she's lived life, she's made mistakes, she married somebody, she all of that happened. In all of that time, she was not able to cultivate real relationships with other women. She wasn't able to cultivate a change in the narrative of who she is. She only can surround herself with people that she pays money to. I don't believe she's beautiful on the inside.
Yeah, you know what? I think you know how when I look at people, it's something that I see in her, and it's something in her inner self that's trying to come out, but she don't know how to bring it out. So
Okay, you the nice one of us. You the nice one. Can you explain to me that? Because girl,
I just, you know how I just that's how when I just see her struggles and her pain, and I see it, and true enough, she had a lot of chances to change who she was, and like I'm reading Saki's comment now, I know you'll put it up there, but it, I do believe that she had a lot of chances, but it's just something in that in my spirit when I look at her, like if I were to meet her, I would really just have that conversation with her. I would just try to bring. I don't know if I can bring the positivity out of her, but I would damn well try.
and
Got to
see, I wouldn't.
see, and that's yep.
I wouldn't. I would be scared to give her a hug. I feel like her energy would try to enter my being. I wouldn't even want to hug her.
Yep.
Saki said, "Child, I have no grace for Wendy. I gave her chances. That's all. That's what I. That's how I feel. Like she's at a. You should have changed by now age. 60. You was born in 64, and you still out here being who you. Girl, you was too old for that.
Not the voters in the
She
flip
said she
flop.
can kick boulders and flip flops. As far as I'm concerned, she knew better and chose not to do better. Retribution is real,
Yeah, I
girl.
mean,
And I don't laugh at people's pain. I'm not trying to
no,
laugh at
we're
her,
not.
but she is of an age where you've been given a whole career. You've had money. You've had access to power and the ability to do better. And you've continued to choose not to. You've continued to choose to dwell in the space of you don't care about nobody. You don't care about nobody. The only person you cared about was your husband, and he didn't care about you.
Yeah, she needed a hug. I just feel like she needed a hug.
Girl, you better preserve your energy, girl, because you
I have
going.
enough. I have enough energy to go around. Trust me, I
Okay.
do believe that.
I
So
believe you too. Girl, no ma'am. Not with Wendy. All right, our next person is Tasha K.
ooh,
All right, we got to Tasha K because we are going to end with Tasha and Cardi.
honey.
Tasha is the YouTube version of Wendy Williams. The interesting thing about Tasha is that Tasha does not have a Wikipedia. Foxy, what is you
I
over
know,
there
I
doing?
know, I know. I'm
All right. Saki says, I'm not laughing at her pain. I pity her because she shamed others. Girl. Yep. She made a lot of people feel bad and she didn't have. I agree. She was going through stuff and she acted like her life was perfect until she couldn't anymore. All right. So Tasha K is, let me leave that one up there so I don't forget. Tasha K is in the news right now. She is a million subscribed YouTuber. She has a million subscribers still. And I don't understand how. I used to be subscribed to Tasha K until she started talking about Cardi B. When she started talking about Cardi B, the way that she talked about her with so much venom. Like she talked about her like she hated her. And I knew she didn't personally know her. And then some of the accusations that she would lobby on Cardi, it just seemed so crazy to me. And I didn't know enough about whatever she was talking about to really even care, because it just seemed so, why are you talking about this young lady that you don't even know? So I tried to find information about Tasha K. She's really not Googleable outside of YouTube.
Yeah, it was.
Honestly,
It wasn't a lot.
there's nothing like it. Brittany got a whole news article, at least. Tasha does not have that.
Mm.
This is TMZ, and all of this stuff on here is literally about the court case. There
Yeah,
is nothing of substance reflected in the Google search on Tasha K, other
right.
than what she's done on YouTube. Even this little thing right here, this wiki, I did click on that. This doesn't even have very much information. She's 38 years old. She's an American social media personality, pop culture aficionado, and YouTuber. Unwind with Tasha K. She's earned massive popularity for her pop culture discussion and news web series of the same name, which has featured her sipping wine while ranting. That's what she does. Sipping wine while ranting. Girl.
That's crazy.
So 2020 she was 38. So she's pushing 40.
Mm-hmm.
So she's at a big age. She's at an age where she should be doing better. This is all you can find about Tasha K. Now, we can't find nothing about her, but we know what's going on. Tasha K has 1 million people who are sub to her. And these millions of people, along with Tasha K, have had it out for Cardi B for a long time. Cardi B asked very nicely for Tasha K to stop talking about her, to stop with the false accusations about her.
Right.
Cardi B and her attorney sent cease and desist. They asked nicely over
Yeah.
and over again until Tasha K literally has a video where she says she's taking the cease and desist orders and she's wiping her ASS with them.
But it's crazy because Cardi never not when she came out, you got who you got with Cardi. That's who she was. And by her coming in being nice about it, saying, "Hey, I'm gonna do it the nice way. I want you to do it this way," and she still, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I never subscribed to Tasha K. When I first heard some stuff about her, I was like, nah.
I did for a minute because I didn't know any better. And
Mm-mm,
then, like, I don't, and this was before, like, I am really on YouTube now. So I'm trying to
mm-mm,
be real careful who I sub to.
mm-mm.
This is when I was just like in and out, in and out. So I never paid her much attention. She might have been talking about something one time, and I was like, oh, I would listen to her. But as I started getting on YouTube more and more, and I would listen to her, I'm like, she's just mean. Like, she's a mean girl.
She's the bully, and she when I first read something or first something about her, her energy with me, her energy was so bad. Her aura, I can just see her aura was just like had me feeling like, oh no, no.
Yeah, I quickly unsubbed. But so now this is the thing. She has a lot of people who are defending her. She's still. The reason I definitely wanted to talk about her because a lot of people talk about her external looks. That's not even a conversation starter for me. She's a beautiful girl. She
Mhm.
has a husband, she has children. He found her attractive enough to marry her. She's beautiful to somebody, right? But how she acts on YouTube and how she treated Cardi is my question of the day. And I knew she was treating Cardi terribly in the beginning. I didn't know how bad it was until the court case. There's this guy, Dennis Byron, who reports a lot of this stuff. And they
Mhm.
talked about how Cardi took the stand last week and she was in tears explaining what she was going through because of Tasha K. And Tasha K has never apologized. She even so much in court. One of the things that I remember that I was just like, dang, somebody commented, or one of Cardi's attorneys said to Tasha K on the stand, that video got like 3.5 million views. And Tasha corrected her and said, no, it got like 5.3 million views. She like, if you gonna talk about my stats, get my stats right. Tasha still to this day will go to court in the morning and come on YouTube in the evening, causing havoc. Like, she still is acting like nothing is happening to her right now. It is the most amazing separation of your human beingness that I've ever seen in real life. Like, it is, I don't understand her psyche at all. I've never seen anybody like her in my life. All right, I'm gonna do the chat. Never sub to Tasha. She seemed messy. She felt snubbed by Cardi, and I don't get it. Because Nikki threats her worse. Doesn't acknowledge her. She's damaged yet doesn't connect with the pain of others at all. Like, she acts like she's the only one. Like, her job is to create damage in other people. Like, she is the Tasmanian devil of human beings. And her toxicity is so bad that all she wants to do is spread it. And she doesn't care. She literally, one of the reasons that I unsubbed from her was because she admitted that she will make up lies about people. I was like, oh, I can't stay here for that then. Like, if your news ain't even just about what's in the universe, if it's something that you just sat down and was like, how can I get some clicks and views? Oh, I can lie and I can say this person has this, that. I was like, oh, you are just like, you're mean on the inside. Girl. Dana said, I don't watch her. Saki said she doesn't feel worthy, and from what I've witnessed, she suffers from imposter syndrome. She doesn't feel worthy of all that she's accomplished. I applaud her achievement because she's a Black woman, and that's really all you can do. But Saki, even with that, I'm leery about applauding her achievements because of how she achieved it. Like, can I really applaud 1 million subscribers knowing that the last, how many did she have before she started talking about Cardi? Maybe 300, 400,000. That these last half of your subscribers came on the back of Cardi? And that means you lied to get there? I don't even applaud her accomplishments. I don't. But anytime a smaller channel can influence your behavior, there is something lacking in you, and you have to work on that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm happy for her. I think she's a gorgeous woman, but she's definitely not pretty on the inside, which is why sometimes she doesn't appear attractive on the outside. She needs therapy and she knows it. I agree. I believe that her insides are coming out. Like, you can't be that tarnished and toxic internally and it doesn't reflect externally. And hers is not just because of her trauma. Hers is, she's just an evil bitch.
Oh my God.
No, she is. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat. This is the one, Saki, I was trying to see what you was gonna say. I was like, I can't get with this one. All of that bravado that she displays by going to court and still being on YouTube in a rah-rah, girl, is a defense mechanism. She wants to feel worthy. I want her to see how much she's achieved and do better. She can turn it around. She's going. She got time to turn it around. But when you sit up in a federal court with the tax attorney watching you, and you correct somebody and say, no, it was 5.3 million. She ain't even trying to change.
No, that is true.
She ain't trying to change nothing. Well, then if that's the case, do you still shop at Amazon knowing how they've made their money while mistreating their... Don't start with me, Saki. I'm not answering that question.
Saki.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I need some new LED lights. Okay, listen.
Saki got us thinking over here. Girl, Saki, my sister, you got us over here thinking like, when I saw it, I'm like, Amazon.
Girl, but if that's the case, we couldn't even function in America based on the founding fathers and the Constitution. It's so many layers to the business part. discussion.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't watch her, but when I hear her voice on clips that others show on their channels, I hear the hurt little girl in her that was never enough for anyone. And like she's
Yeah.
finally made it, and she's still
Yeah.
not enough for herself.
Yeah.
Like you made it.
Yeah.
She got what she wanted. She got the million subscribers, and
Yeah.
she's still not happy. She
Yeah.
thought that was going to make her complete, and it still hasn't. And now she's going to have to pay for her behavior.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with Saki was saying because it's like she need. Why I always feel like you just need that one person in your corner, but like, girl, hey, you are okay. You don't need that. You are great with what you're doing, so you don't have to be evil. Like, you kind of threw me when you said the B word because I was shocked because I never, you don't cuss, and I was like, oh my God, but
You know I'll be cussing, girl.
but I do agree with that because I feel like that is well, I don't always feel like it's got to be somebody that like but then you got people might be just riding her coat train, but like, girl, do you? That's how you gonna get them. Be there for you and whatever you need. But we all need a little therapy here and there. She needs something, Like I do agree with Saki was saying that she is like a beautiful person, but her insides is something that what is she scared of? It's something that what was her trauma? What was her trauma? And that we'll probably never know, but that was something that she's afraid of. And I don't
What do
know.
you think about her husband? Because her husband supports all of this. He's her producer. Like he does all of the stuff behind the
Well,
scenes.
he might be the toxic one. We don't know. Maybe he the one that's, hey girl, do you? As long as we making the money, because at 1 million subscribers, she's doing it.
Oh, she's got a nice little coin over there,
Yeah,
and I think she's hoping that Cardi doesn't take it all. And that's the sad part. Cardi didn't want to really go to court. She gave her a way out, and Tasha wouldn't take it. And so Cardi was like, "Okay, well, let's go to court because now we need to set a precedent because this needs to stop."
yeah.
All right, sometimes people have this is Saki speaking. Sometimes people have a certain
Mhm.
person that they need acknowledgement from. That person will be the only person that will be able to reach her. If
Yep.
they don't do it, therapy will help. She needs therapy,
And
like
she,
intense.
and she needs that one person, like I said before, it's somebody that's sitting back with like they can step in and stop it, but they won't because maybe they riding that coattail with her. That fame with her. So we'll never know
All
until I
right. Our last beauty of the day is Cordy. I love me some Cordy, y'all. I'm biased. I am absolutely biased.
I'm with you because that's
I
um,
love Cardi B. All of her. All right.
Cardi B. Yes, Cordy,
One
Cordy,
more
Cordy.
on Tasha. You can't be mad at her husband. He works for her. However, I don't think that what he says would make a difference to her anyway. She's chasing the carrot on a stick and she will never catch it. She ain't gonna never catch that carrot. That carrot is gone, girl. And Cardi about to take whatever little remnants of it that was left. Cardi has a Wikipedia page. Tasha, get you one. All right. We all know and love. Well, not everybody loves Cardi, but I am a Cardi fan. I ain't gonna even lie
I
about
am.
it. Cardi don't do no wrong in
I
my
love
eyes.
Cardi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cardi. I'm sorry, Cardi. I'm no. You can't talk about Cardi around me. It'll be that's one
Girl,
person.
lie.
If I saw her, be like, girl, I got your back.
I
That's
stand
me.
Cardi.
That's
I
me.
am a stand for Cardi
Yes, I
because
am too.
Cardi is who she is,
She
right?
is.
She knows that she's all over the place
Yeah.
sometimes. She knows that she
You
doesn't always speak properly.
right.
She
You get what
tells
you
you
get.
who she is. And
Yes.
she also shows you when she's trying to do better.
Yes.
That's what I love about her.
Yes.
You see her process in real time. She's like, I'm not staying
Mm.
stuck back there. Yeah, I did that to come up, but now I'm doing this. Okay,
Right.
I did this. Now I'm about to do that. Like
Right.
her evolution game in real time is absolutely amazing to me. I applaud this young lady for that.
Yes.
So she was born in 92. Girl, she's such a baby.
She's wrong. She's 2 years younger than my baby, Zan. Yeah.
92.
Yeah.
All right, so we all know who Cardi is. We know
Yeah.
she began. We all met her on Love and Hip Hop. If you didn't watch that, you found her somewhere later. With her crooked teeth and all, like she talked about all of that. She was like,
Yeah.
I know my teeth is messed up. Like, I just love her.
Yeah,
And
that
she got them fixed. When she could do better, she did. She fixed her teeth.
was, she said she got to get that coin. When she first got that coin, she gonna fix what she needs to fix. I am not mad at Cardi.
Yep. So and then she did a lot of stuff on Instagram. You will see her in all of her rawness.
Yeah,
She's done a lot. I'm
yeah,
not about to read all of this.
right.
Cardi has absolutely done a lot. We
Yeah,
got here today with Cardi as our last person because of Tasha K.
right.
Tasha K made it her mission to try to bring Cardi down as Cardi was rising to fame. And Cardi stayed humble. Cardi never went in front of a camera and talked about Tasha K. Cardi did everything in her young numbers. Cardi, she's not, she don't have old number age. Cardi falls in the young number age category for me personally. She was so mature in her young number age that she was like, okay, that's what attorneys are for. She got the law involved. She went to court.
Mm-hmm.
And now, years later, she finally gets to speak her truth about
Yeah,
what took place with her and Tasha K.
yep. She people they were slipping on Cardi because they thought she wasn't smart, but she was smart enough to handle her business.
And if she wasn't smart enough, she was smart enough to surround herself with people who
Yes,
could help her
right,
and give her sound advice.
right.
Cardi has real friends in real life. Cardi is close to her family. She speaks about her sister Hennessy all the
All the
time.
time. Yes.
All the time. She bought her mom a house. Like Cardi has been who Cardi is. She hasn't wavered from that. When she makes mistakes, she will own up to her mistakes and she will apologize and try to do better. That alone is why I stand Cardi. Saki says, I'm Barty Gang all day since before Love and Hip Hop. Got a bag and fix my teeth. Right? Right? Girl. Child. Cardi was born in the same year as my son. Love her to pieces. She's growing and maturing before our very eyes. She still does. But she's in the young
Acknowledges,
right. Yes.
she
She's
acknowledges
in
her
the young
mistake.
age. She's not 40. And that's the saddest part about Tasha K. She's 10 years older than Cardi. And this is about to segue into something that I want to say. And I'm going to say it real lightly. All these old hoes on YouTube causing drama in these young girls' lives. Stop it. I don't understand 40, 50, 60-year-old women being in the middle of young people's mess. You need to exit stage right. You still making mistakes. I'm a big number. I'm a big 50. I still make mistakes, but I
Yes,
stay out of young folks' business.
girl.
I make my own mistakes. I don't need to be wrapped up in 30-year-old, 20-something-year-old mess. Okay, I'm gonna stop hollering. Go ahead, Foxy. You can talk.
No, I agree. It's so funny because just listening to and they just the older maybe they're just trying to stay relevant. I'm a try to I can't be positive with this one right now because they just trying to be relative and then like you said, like I agree with like you said, you know what? We all make mistakes, but at least when you know you make mistakes, at least to me with Cardi, while she's making a mistake, she's learning from her mistakes and she's growing with it. And we here for it and we watching it all. So yeah.
But
Yeah.
you got these big number women, just like Tasha K don't even have a bio on Wikipedia. It's some people, it's women, grown women with lives in real life that get on YouTube and cause shitty messes. I don't understand that for the life of me. How are you a big number and you get on YouTube? YouTube means nothing out here. If you're not even on Wikipedia and you on YouTube, girl, stop it. I don't understand the big number of women out here being childish. Girl.
I, I can't even say it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's insane, but yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say this. Cardi is beautiful inside and out.
Yes.
In my opinion. In my opinion.
Because you get
I,
what you get with her. She's real from day one. From day one.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love me some Cardi B. I like her style. I like her. I feel like she's been doing a little too much to her face though. I want her to leave her face alone. But I like Cardi. Cardi is my,
If she is, she's gonna tell you about it eventually because she talk about it. So
she talk about stuff and she
yeah,
she might just have good makeup, but I feel like she did something to her face. I
I
don't
think she
know.
got good makeup.
It
If
could be.
yeah,
It
I
could be.
think it's all in the contouring.
It could be. All right. So out of our 6 women, Cardi, Tasha, Wendy, Brittany, Amber, Corinne, out of those 6, only one, in my opinion, is not beautiful on the inside. What about you, Foxy? Well, you think you might give everybody beautiful on the inside.
Yeah, just going through it, and as I was thinking about like Wendy, I still think she is. I think I like just knowing what I know about Tasha K. She it's I don't know. It's just she just seemed like she could be, but it's like that evilness. It's something a little bit darker evil about her. It's her whole aura to me is just it's not even bright. It's something I don't know. It's got me this. But
Yeah, I made a mistake because I'm not giving Wendy that credit either. So it's 2. Out of the 6, I don't think
yeah,
2 of these women are beautiful on the inside. Tasha K still has the opportunity and the
the
space
big
to turn it around if
yeah.
she chooses to. I don't know though. Like she makes me nervous. Wendy, I'll never say never because
Yeah,
there's always every day you wake up, you get the opportunity to be a better person, to be a better human being.
she need a hug. She need
Go hug her, Foxy. Go hug her.
a hug.
Girl. All
Oh,
right, let me stop sharing our screen. Do you want to give any last words before we
um,
get up out of here?
no, just if you see somebody who need a hug, just give them a hug.
Everybody deserves a hug, you
Everybody
guys.
deserves a hug.
Hugs are free 99. Give
They free.
everybody a
They
hug.
free.
And if you don't feel the energy to give it, I need you to channel some of that foxy energy because if
Woo.
she was with you, she'd give them a hug. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in. We
Thank
appreciate all the
you.
eyes, all the likes, all of the people in the chat. We are going to get up out of here and enjoy
Yeah.
the rest of our Sunday, as I
Thank
know you
you.
will too. Thank you, thank you, thank you for
Thank
tuning
you.
in. We love you, and we will see you on the next one. How do we define beauty? Are you beautiful on the inside and the outside? Ask yourself that while Foxy is over there dropping stuff. We love y'all. Peace
Love you.
out.
Peace out.